Hello, welcome to Sunday School. I'm Gavin, this is Joanna, and it's great to have you join us this morning.
Oh, they look good.
Yeah, I love my biscuits.
They are chocolate ones.
Yep.
Oh, well, I tell you what, can you maybe share some with me? Can I have some, please?
Yeah, absolutely.
Right, hold on a second, I'll get mine ready.
What? You've got biscuits already?
Yeah, I'll have some of yours though. Thank you.
No, that's a bit greedy.
Well, what? No, I asked you for some, and you said, yeah, you can have some.
I know, but I didn't realise you had some. Come on.
Well, that shouldn't matter. Seriously.
Don't be
I
greedy.
saw that you had some, and I wanted them.
Let's sort out later. Let's just put the biscuits down. We need to crack on with what we're doing
All right.
today.
Okay, so last week, if you remember, we heard Jesus tell his followers to be careful, a warning to not be hypocrites. Hypocrites means to say one thing, but then do the other.
Yeah.
Okay?
I remember that.
And we remember that there were so many people there listening to him that they were even trampling all over each other.
Ow! Oh, yeah, so they were.
There was quite a lot of them.
Yeah, I'm not sure that everyone was listening properly though, because in this big crowd, well, after Jesus had spoken for a bit, one of them asked Jesus a question that I don't think he would ask if he'd been listening properly.
Okay, well, let's see what went on in our story. So, the Bible's ready. We're reading from Luke. Once I find the right place. Chapter 12, verse 13. So listen up to what happened. Someone in the crowd said to Jesus, "Teacher, tell my brother to divide the inheritance with me." But Jesus said to him, "Man, who made me judge or arbitrator over you?" And he said to them, "Take care and be on your guard against all covetousness. For one's life does not consist in the abundance of one's possessions." And so he told them a parable, saying, "The land of a rich man produced plentifully, and he thought to himself, 'What shall I do? For I have nowhere to store my crops.' And he said, 'I will do this. I will tear down my barns and build larger ones, and there I will store all my grain and my goods. And I will say to my soul, so, you have ample goods laid up for many years. Relax, eat, drink, be merry.' But God said to him, 'You fool! This night your soul is required of you, and the things that you have prepared, whose will they be? So is the one who lays up treasure for himself and is not rich towards God.'"
Did you notice that in the middle there, Jesus tells a parable, a story with a meaning? I love when Jesus tells parables.
And I love stories. And Jesus's ones are the best stories ever. So why don't we have an idea? I know, we're going to get our best actresses and actors that we know to act out for us, and we'll see how they do with that.
Excellent. Hang on right there, we'll be back.
The story of wanting stuff, the story of wanting stuff, the story of wanting stuff. With Bob and Lucy.
Hello, I'm Lucy, the narrator of the story. And today we have Bob as the rich man. So let's get telling our story. I'll swing you round so you can see the whole scene.
Hello, I am Bob, and I am the best actor in the world, so prepare to be astounded by
Right,
this
Bob,
fantastic
that'll
story.
do. Let's get to tell the story. So, there was once a man who was rich, and his land produced loads and loads and loads of crops.
Hang on, Lucy.
What?
I don't have lots of crops. What can we have for crops?
Oh, hold on. I'll get a props assistant. Props assistant! We need crops!
we need some proper props to tell this story, right? Oh, I'm liking that because all the things are made from crops. So it's crops, but crops that have been made into breakfast cereal. I'm sure you have got breakfast cereal in your house as well. So, let's get on. We're getting the props in. All my crops ready to go.
Right, thanks, props assistant. Right, so in our story, the man saw all his fantastic crops from his
Wow.
field,
Look at all the crops. Isn't that fantastic?
and he thought to himself, hold on a minute, I don't have a big enough barn to put all my fantastic crops in.
Hang on, let me put them in my barn. They're not going in the barn. Hang on, I have an idea.
Oh, okay, so he thought to himself, I'll tell you what, I will smash and smash and smash down my barns. And okie dokie, still smashing.
When you smash a barn, you need to knock it down properly. Otherwise, there might be health and safety issues.
Okay, so the man knocked down his barn and he thought to himself very cleverly, I know I'll build myself even bigger ones for all my stuff, my crops to grow and be safe and dry.
Hang on, I'm away to build myself a new barn. Hang on.
So off he went, he got his tools and he built and he hammered and he smashed and he nailed and he built himself a massive place for all his crops to be nice and safe. It was huge. Oh, there you go then. And he got all his crops safely inside for storing up for himself.
Hang on. I'm just getting them all in. There is plenty of space in this new fantastic barn.
Right, in they go, chop chop. You don't want the mice to get at them. And they were safe and sound and dry. And the man thought himself so clever because he'd so much stuff.
I
So
am
many
so
crops.
clever. I have got so much crops. I will not need to do any work for ages. I can put my feet up and I can maybe have a wee party because I have got so much stuff. I am like proper rich now.
That's what he said to himself. He said, clever old me, you can just chill out now. You can relax. You can drink and eat. You can be merry.
I'm going to have a wee nibble.
And he thought himself very clever. He'd worked so hard to do that and now he could relax the rest of his life and all was good. But then God said to him, hold on a wee minute. You are a fool because this very night your soul is required of you and the things that you've prepared for yourself, well, whose will they be?
What does that mean? Hang on.
So that means, Bob, you died. Bob, you died. That was it. Your life was up. Oh, come on now, Bob. You're not going to get a Golden Globe for that. You died, Bob. You died like a proper died. Exactly. Because really, what was the point of having all that stuff? It wasn't what his life was all about. And he was dead. And so Jesus said to the people, so it's the same for those who lay up treasures for themselves, but they're not rich toward God. So let's get our pals Gavin and Joanna to explain a bit more about that. Round of applause, Bob.
Good
Well done.
idea. See you later.
The story of wanting stuff. The story of wanting stuff. The story of wanting stuff. With Bob and Lucy.
Thanks for that, Lucy and Bob. What a fantastic acting duo.
Absolutely. So we see in our story that the man was so pleased with having so much stuff.
It made him happy, but only for a very short period of time.
Yeah, because then he died and all that stuff was completely useless to him.
God even said that he was stupid to care so much about stuff. Crops in his instance, but it could have been anything. And not about God.
Well, you see, life here on earth is what we have for just now, but there's so much more to that. And the man didn't realise that. There's so much more because there's eternity, either with God, if we trust in him, or in hell without him, as Jesus told us last week.
So, like the man was stupid to rely on his stuff and be happy with it, we need to not just think about that man. I need to think about me, and you need to think about you. Are we people that just want more and more? More toys, more food, more money, more whatever it is? Is it having those things that we try and find our satisfaction in? We try and use them to make us happy or have a great life? Or do we look to know and love Jesus and find our satisfaction, our meaning, our purpose, what it's all about in him? Because that's what we're designed to do. Have a chat about that with your family, those round about you, and see what you come up with. Maybe read that story again and just think carefully about it. But it's been great seeing you. We'll see you next week.
Bye for now.